You want to learn how to solo queue to diamond? And stick around. Here's my clip of how I solo queued and got myself right into diamond with a dub solo. I'm also doing a $10 giveaway for PlayStation and Xbox players. So subscribe to the channel if you're new, like the video, and make sure you comment done after watching this video, because I will be checking to make sure you followed all these steps. Because I have an app that tells me whether you liked the video and subbed and commented. And make sure you check out my Instagram for the official rules on how to enter.
You are the Apex champions.
We made it to diamond. It's more a win for science, you know.
What's going on, YouTube? So, I heard you guys are trying to solo queue diamond. Well, I'm about to give you my personal best tips that help me solo queue to diamond. Tip number 1 is get early game KP. This is super important. Without early game KP, you're gonna be looking at a nice big fat, was it minus 36 for plat? Minus 36 almost the entire game, with minus 31, minus 21. So you want your early game KP. You want to try to at least get 2 to 3 early game KP. So basically how you're going to do this is you're not going to land any hot drops. That means don't land hot drop or any popular areas where about 50 squads go. You want to land somewhere where there's about 1 to 2 squads where you can kind of control. Like, you want to land first, obviously, get the loot, then just start picking them off, or you can wait until they fight and third party them. Just make sure you get about 2 to 3 KP, because boom, that's an easy 20-30 points. After you get your early game KP, play for placement. You really should be making it to top 10 after you get early game KP, unless if a squad rotates into you, or if you rotate into a squad. Do not be scared to take the fight. Now, if you hear a third party squad rolling up on you, and your teammates don't want to move, do not stay there. There's been so many times where I hear a third party coming, I ping the enemies behind us, and I start running, I start dipping, because I'm not about to get third party, lose all my points, when there could be a potential 100-point game, 150-point game. There's so many times that my teammates called me trash, but they're stuck in plat 4 while I'm in plat 2, because I know what I'm doing. Rotation is very important. If you sit there and you want to get third party and shot in the back and try to fight 2 squads at once, then you must be a pred already and I just don't know, or something. But basically it's just avoid the third parties, just run. Mobility characters are super important in play. I will say that, because if you can just play for placement, get your early game KP, high RP games, even if you don't win, are still good. It's okay if you don't win a lot of games while you're in play, as long as you're getting good KP. But if you play for placement, you guarantee, I mean not guarantee, you raise your chances of actually winning the match, versus if you go around trying to third party every single fight. Because I will tell you, in plat is full of third parties. From the first ring, there's not going to be a lot of third parties, but when everyone's pushing in to that second ring, you're going to see like a bunch of squads. It's going to go from like 15 squads or so down to like 8 within like those 2 to 3 minutes it takes for that ring to close in. Because everyone is getting pushed into one little area. That's why you want to rotate early. That's another tip. Rotate early. I'm sorry this video isn't real well organized. I'm just putting together my random tips and tricks, but you guys get the point. Alright, legend wise, just use your best legend, but don't play Rampart. Do not play Rampart. Any other legend but Rampart. Weapon wise, I would suggest you use a R301, snipers, preferably a triple take if you're not really good at sniping. If you're good at sniping, then use the sentinel. The longbow if you just want to, I don't know, take those mid-range fights. But the sentinel, I guess it's really preference because I love the longbow, but I started using the sentinel, and the sentinel just hits for that nice 70, and the headshots on it hit for way more than a longbow. So if you're really good at sniping, you probably just want to take the sentinel. If you're kind of good at sniping, take the longbow because it shoots faster. So if you miss your shots, you have more chances to actually hit them. Rafe is another good one. Another tip, do not play while you're tilted because you will lose all your points. There has been times where I went up to plat 2 one day, yeah. I was like 200 points in the plat 2. My teammates did something dumb. I lost 36 points. And I got mad. You know what I did? I kept playing tilted. Lost another 36, another 36, another 36. I lost all my points, went back to plat 3. And within like what 10 minutes after I just grinded for like an hour. So yeah, you don't want to play tilted because you will 100% guarantee lose all your points. Okay, this is huge for plat. Use your comms, use your ping system. If your teammates are toxic, just mute them, bro. Because to be honest, in plat you really don't need teammates. I spent like 90% of my games having to rat and using snipers. Just I would third party a lot of fights either with my R301 or my sniper and just get easy KP like that. Stick with the team. Try to stick with your team as best as you can. Sometimes you will get those plat players that just like really I saw this with a lot of octanes more than any other legend. Like they're on the other side of the map while we're still looting, you know. It's just like we'll land, we'll loot, and for some reason they just dip to the other side of the map. Now you will run into a lot of duos when you're solo queuing, so just try to stick with them because you know they're in a party. They're not really gonna use their ping system or the comms, but if they are, then that's good. Make sure you're communicating with your team. And just stick with them as best as you can because it's easier to win fights as long as you guys aren't spread out. And plat, the main reason I was able to like really carry the team almost every single fight because I knew how to pick off players that weren't with their team. Like I'm huge on flanking, so if you're out of position, that's pretty much an easy dub for me. Like as soon as I see one person out of position, boom, you're getting beamed, and you just put your squad in a 3v2 situation. So don't be that guy that push your squad in a disadvantage. Another thing, but don't stick with them, but don't follow them into stupid fights. If you see them pushing a fight where 3 to 4 squads are involved, okay, cool. If you got a sniper or something, push in a little bit, try to see if you can get a knock and back out. But if they're just full on running, sliding down the mountain into the fight, gun blazing, don't follow them into it, because as soon as they get knocked, boom, another minus 36 or whatever. How many points or kills you already grinded that match? It's all gone. Doesn't matter anymore. Rotate early and avoid running through open places. You do not want to get shot from 3 different angles because you chose to run down. Let's see. It's by bunker. What's it called? Capacitor. Something like that. Don't run through capacitor when people are setting up on artillery over there by bunker. The place right in front of you that has the respawn beacon when people are already set up. Like when you could just rotate around, go up that little hill or something, hit the jump tower, rotate towards circle. And my last tip for you, don't be afraid to lead your teammates in ref replacement points. If your teammates went down early, which happened to me like 90% of my games, don't be scared to, loot up and rat for points. Now, what I did when I ratted for points, I always pushed third parties as much as I could because it's plat. Especially if I had early game KP. I would try to third party. Of course, I ran sniper and R301. So I could easily, if they're in a full-on fight, and I ran Horizon, so I could just ult, throw nades on them and get knocks. Snipe them in the back, get knocks, or beam them in the back with R301 and get knocks. I would get like 1 to 2 knocks, preferably on the same squad. That way you're kind of guaranteed to get the points, because if you knock 1 from each squad, you're most likely only going to get, 1 of those, unless they both get thirsted somehow. But yeah, that's my tips to get you through plat to diamond, or gold to diamond. Some general tips is probably work on your movement. Work on your aim. Because your aim is not like super, like if you can't compete with the people in plat aim wise, you're not making that a plat. That means you are a plat player. You have to put in the work, grind, and prove that you're better than all those people at that skill rank. But anyway, I hope you guys rank up. Wish you the best of luck in your matches. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel because I will be doing a giveaway. Goodbye.